Hello and welcome to the TenKei ATM YouTube channel. So ATM means, normally means, automatic teller machine. But in this case, it's the automated trading machine. So a nice play, right? They're playing words. This is the how to use the TenKei total profit target part 14. All right, now I wanted to show you a series of trades with the TPT, which is over here, but it did it behind the scenes, and you can see down here that there's a series of trades we've been doing today, whereas we upped the ante a bit over here, went to 8. Why do we do that? Because the DAX moves fast, and you're pretty much guaranteed that when you see it moving up, it's moving up. When you see it moving down, it's moving down. And we used, this is a manual trade, but we used this system here. Where are we? Right there, where we set this to 12.5. Okay, 12.5 points to gain. And let me just check one thing. Okay, I just checked the figures, whereas we set it for a total profit target of 12.5, what actually happened was it gave us 34.86 points from this number here going down to this number here. So how did that happen? Big slippage. So I guess the market to trade, if you want to be using the TPT, the total profit target, in isolation, one of the good markets to trade, if you want to be scalping it, would be the Dow, the US 30 or Wall Street. So I set that for 12.5. There was no stop loss for some folks say, I never set a stop loss. Oh, that's very risky, but just for this exercise, the market was going down, saw it going down, we went short. The auto trading time means this TPT started and opened at 7 a.m. but now the time is 4:30, or let's see, yes, 20 to 5 p.m. And then we had these parameters in here where we said, yes, it's true, we would like to use the profit lock-in, and what we want is we want to lock in profits when it gets to 10, and we want to trigger it to trigger itself when it gets to 10, and we want to lock in the pips or points when it gets to 10. And yes, we would like to use the trading stop, and yes, trading stop, yes, and also the trail step trigger would be 10. So once the price went to 10 from here to, let's see, we got here, let's close this down a minute. 3, let's do this all right. Watch this. I'm going to click, make sure we got this chart checked. Click on the horizontal line. Click here. Green. It doesn't matter about the color. Let's put this to white for the trade itself. So here, let's change that to white for the change itself. Draw object in the background. That's background, yes. So we got in at, watch this again. Rather than guessing the number, let's go to parameters. So we got in at 302.12 point 13. I'm going to change this number, change that color to cell, which would be a red. Okay, so red. Bring this down to 1, 2, 3 here. So that's where it's sold. Okay. Let's make it double click that. So it's a solid price is right on there. So that's where it's sold. And as it sold, it went down to, as it went down pretty fast. And the time it got in at was, let's see, 16:29. So I just want to check this out. These are the sort of things we look at. 16:29, which is right here, right there. 1629. It got in here, it went up a bit, down a bit, up a bit, down, and based on these readings here, once it got 10 points in profit, it all got locked in, it trailed it pretty fast and got out at, let's put another horizontal line here. Let's get rid of this one. Horizontal line here, and double click it. You don't even need to try and drag it near to where you want. Just look at this figure here. This figure here is 30. Let's just change that number to 30. What do you got? 177. 177.27. 0.27 there. And what color should we make this? As it got out the trade. Let's say it got out. Let's give it white. Okay, so it got out the trade here. So that's it. Here we are. So we got into the trade here at 1629. That was a manual trade to get in there. Should we put a vertical line in there? Let's do it. Let's go all the way, shall we? So we'll put this line as a sell line as well. So double click it. So let's try it again. Double click and right click on it. Vertical line properties, parameters, and let's see the time. That's the date and the time. 16:07. Got in at 16:29. 29, and you need to add a colon. Right, two dots over in vertical dots, yeah, two vertical dots, put it that way, and then 19, key 19 there, click OK, and this should bring us to exactly where we got in. Double click this, double click, so it makes it solid. So that's exactly where it's sold, right there, and this is where it got out. Now what time did it get out? So 16:33, so that's just a few minutes, isn't it? So you've got 33 minus your 29, that will equal about 4 minutes. It's a 4-minute trade to be making, well, £20, but the pound per point is quite low. This is less than yeah, about call it £8. £8 a point. Is that right? Yes, I think it is. Now, what was I doing? Don't want to run out of time here. Where we got out. So let's put a vertical white line to show where we got out. So just see that, click on that. You can always check this video out again. Click here, double click, right click, vertical line properties. The date, the time we got out was 16:33 and 16 seconds. 16:33 and 16 seconds there. Where's my 6? There we are. And the color, let's make that a white line as well. And I want to draw that. That's a white line. Draw it in the background there. So it now shows us where we got in. Should we zoom in on this? A manual trade, okay, using the TPT over here. We got in here on a manual trade, went down, went up, came down, and got us out here. 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes. It's a 1-minute chart. So, sorry, this is how we break things down, okay? That's it, and this is all from using this. Let's see. You can see how we can make these minor errors with, using the system. White lines here, white lines there, but this is it. This is basically it, which allows you to get out of trades, into trades, where you can set your total profit target, where you can set your stop loss. Well, really you should set a stop loss. So let's say at 12.5, that normal figure 12.5 times 3, what's that? It's 37.5, isn't it? Times 3, yeah, 37.5, 37.5, there, and auto trading time is the time we started trading for the day. And you got your locking, use your locking, profit lock-in here, the trigger here, locking trigger here, the lock-in pips here. That's how you use the TPT. I guess we can go over and over again. We can in time, but just check out these videos and do sign up to start using the TPT your way. But once again, if you want to be using it with this, we can start getting into this as well in later videos. But thank you for watching. Sign up, join the course. You've got 1 month to test this out, the TPT by itself, but you've got 90 days to test the TenKei 7.0 EA and the TPT combined together. But you may decide you don't want to test this at all, but just test this. So you still have 90 days to test this out. And after the 90 days, if you find it profitable, then of course funds will be drawn from your account. Well, you'll be able to see what it is, but it's good. This will make you money, make you profits. It'll give you some freedom. Okay, so this account basically started with 3,000. Now it's up to 3,000, made £14.80 just today's trades, just by showing you how the TPT works. Okay, thanks.